All right, Rock Addicts, this is DJ REM, and I have Damien from the band Predator on the line. How you doing, brother?
Hey, doing? How's everyone?
We're doing good here in Michigan. It's nice and hot.
Well, it's nice and hot over here. We're in Fort Lauderdale, and it's a nice beach day right now.
Very cool. I'm jealous. So, go ahead and introduce yourself and the other members of the band and what everybody's spots are.
All right, well, I'm Damien Lee Thor. I play lead guitar for Predator. Our lead singer is Nestor Aguirre. Our other guitar player is Victor Meneses. Our bass player is Scott Opiela. And our drummer is Eddie Gressely.
And how long have you guys been together as a band?
A couple of years. Really, Predator is a relatively new band, and with this lineup, I'd say even less than a year. The lineup was completed right around the finishing of Born in Blood, our newest album. And, you know, since then we have a new guitar player, and so, you know, it's been cool.
So why don't you go ahead and tell me what's going on with you guys right now? I know you got some potential things in the works, so what's going on?
Well, right now we have a deal pending at the table of the McGee Entertainment Company with Doc McGee. We have our new album that's already written. We're in pre-production. We don't have a title yet, but I've got some ideas. But that one is being produced by Dave Linsk from Overkill. He's helping us out, and I really like him. He and I have been friends a while, and basically I feel very comfortable with him producing it because, you know, a lot of people own studios and they call themselves the producers, but, you know, they play funk music or country music or other
right.
things or blues. But the thing is, this guy literally understands metal. I mean, I love what he's done with the last 5 Overkill records, and they sound amazing, and he's a great guy, too. And he and I came into a nice agreement, and it's going to work out.
Very good. And what's the name of the studio you'll be using to record?
It's his own studio.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, which is located in Stuart, Florida, which is, I guess, about 2.5 hours north up the coast.
Okay. And then, so, as far as the band goes, what got this all together? What was the spark, creative spark for you guys that made this, to get this rolling?
Well, we're all motivated by many things. We all have, first and foremost, a love of rock music, specifically heavy metal. All of us come from different ethnical backgrounds, but yet we blend as one, you know, with heavy metal. Music is the bridge that unites us all, and we bring our own influences to the table, and that's the Predator sound. We have this flamenco and Latin and South American influences, my Iberian influences, and we're all immigrants here, and we developed our own sound. Now, you know, many people may not be able to detect it right away, but it's there. You know, it's different. But also we're politically motivated, and also the motivation and ambition to better ourselves.
Very cool. And I have to say, you know, the first time I heard your guys' tunes, I was blown away, and I was like, you know what, these guys are for real. So thank you for sending me your album. Thank you for sending me the book on the band. I really appreciate that, and you know, I continue and will continue to play you guys for a long time.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. We are for real. You know, not to criticize other bands, but, you know, a lot of bands have different notions on how to do things, and their lyric content is a little offbeat, you know, with gore and horror and Satanism and drugs and party stuff. We don't do that. Our stuff is reality metal. We're real people. We all are men with families, and basically we would like our children to inherit a better world. You know, if we can say something to change things, remember everything that has been accomplished had started with one small thought.
Right on, man. And how often do you guys all get together and practice?
2-3 times a week. It's not that much, really. Yeah, about that much. And when we do get together, it's very, very productive, very effective. Especially now since we have spent more time together, we know each other more. So now we don't even have to rely on speaking so much. We can just give each other a look, and it's understood. You know.
Yep, exactly. So so growing up in things for you, what were your influences? What kind of musical influence have you had in your life that made you want to go on this journey?
I grew up in Spain, so a lot of traditional Spanish flamenco music is in my blood. Iberian music, you know, and then some Spanish pop music. And then when we immigrated into the country, I was exposed to rock music and loved it right away. Love at first sight, you know. And it was just like a very natural thing for me. And when I play rock music, you hear my roots. You hear the influences right there.
So as far as the band goes, how did you guys come up with the name Predator for the band?
I thought it was a cool name. I wanted a name that suggested greatness. You know, somehow some bands think that the name of the band has to be something shocking and negative. I totally disagree with that. You know, it represents greatness, the name Predator. I mean, nobody messes with a predator, really, you know?
Right.
And so it was very fitting, and people loved it. Later on, we discovered that other groups have the same name, but we're the only ones who have it incorporated as a business entity. So technically, just like no one else in the world can use Coca-Cola, but the Coca-Cola company, legally we're the only ones who can use Predator. It's basically a legal entity with an EIN number and everything. So when all these bands approach us, we basically tell them that we basically have the name, and we have to basically now enforce our trademark.
Right. Do you find you have to do that a lot?
We've done it twice.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so where can people find out more about the band Predator? What websites and social networking places are you at that people can find out more about you?
Well, there's MySpace.com/Predator Heavy Metal. There's a Facebook. There's a Twitter. More recently, there's a Reverb Nation. I'm not directly involved with these things, so and I'm not really computer savvy, so I have no way of remembering the how-tos on there. But I know that if you go to www.predatortheband.com, at the bottom of the first page, there's links to get to all the other ones, such as Reverb Nation, Facebook, and Twitter, and all that stuff. It's very fascinating, this new computer technology with internet, how it has bridged so many people together, and it's a new way of communicating, a new way of communication with so many people, and it's a great tool for marketing and exposing bands to audiences that 20 years ago would have never had a chance.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying, because before I called you, I was talking to a band over in France. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we have fans in Russia. We have a lot of fans in Germany. If you look on our MySpace, there's photos of fans from all over the world, including Greece, Russia, Germany, and other places, and they send their picture, but it's them holding up an autograph that we sent them or an autographed picture that we sent them. It's really cool. So, yeah, this new internet thing has united a lot, and it has made a lot of things possible. You know, it's more becoming a unified world, a more unified world than, and we're more united now in these days and times than we were ever before. You know.
Yeah, totally agree. And one last thing about the website. Do you guys have? I'm assuming you can buy the album there, and do you have merchandise for sale too?
Yeah, we have our shirts for the first album and the new album, Born in Blood. You know, they have the album covers on them. They're really cool. We have the CDs available there. There's many links. In fact, on the MySpace, there's many links to get directly to the e-stores where people can buy the CDs because there's not many record stores out there anymore. So people have to buy the stuff online, obviously, now. And on our regular PredatorTheBand.com, our shirts are there, as well as hats and I don't know what else, but there's a few things that we do sell, and I think our shirts are really cool. What do you think?
I was just gonna say I can attest because yeah, I have a shirt. Thank you very much, and it's yeah, it's awesome. They're awesome. Go buy their merchandise. You know what? I think I'm gonna check out the site. I think I might have to buy me a hat.
Cool. Yeah, one size fits all.
very, very cool. Okay, so everybody that's going to be listening to this, yeah, go check them out, buy their stuff. The more stuff you buy, the more they can do.
Awesome.
Okay, so if I grabbed your iPod or MP3 player or your CD, however you listen to music, what would I find you listening to right now?
Right now, in my CD player is an old CD of Carlos Montoya, an old flamenco guitar player, and who has always been a big influence on me. And you know, I don't leave my roots. I mean, and the cool thing is that right before that one, I was listening to the new Overkill, which is called The Electric Age. So, you know, I'm very eclectic. If you look through my CD collection right now, it's all divided. In fact, let me go into my office right now. I was avoiding it because there's a voice lesson happening right next door to my office, and I didn't want that to be heard through the phone. But here, my CD collection. On the top here, I have, by the way, I have 14 shelves of CDs, okay?
Nice.
I've been collecting since my 20s. So my top shelf is all classical, and I have it categorized from different eras and instruments. I have a whole Baroque section and medieval section for lute, and then there's special guitar stuff from Spain. And then there's the orchestral stuff. You know, I have my regular Mozart, Bach, and Beethoven, and everybody else under the sun. Then I have a pop section that starts with the Allman Brothers, and it has everything all the way up to ZZ Top. Then I have single CDs, you know, CDs of one song, and then various artists from different eras. You know, I have CDs of the best hits of the 70s and 80s and things like that. And I have movie soundtracks, including Conan the Barbarian.
Nice.
I have New Age music. Yeah, then I have New Age music, you know, the music of Pierre Ben Susan, Anuna, Celtic music, things like that. Joe McCormick, Kitaro, everything. I mean, I absolutely listen to everything. Then I have my jazz and blues mixed together. In my jazz and blues, I have Al DeMilla, which is one of my favorite guitar players, if not my favorite. John Campbell. I have Pat Metheny. I have Spyro Gyra, Tuck and Patty, the Mahavishnu Orchestra, Johnny Winter, things like that I have in there. Then I have my heavy metal section, which starts with AC/DC, and it goes all the way up to Wolf Mother.
Nice.
And but among that, I mean, I have a lot of strange and rare CDs. I even have a few bootlegs. I even have a bootleg of Black Sabbath with Rob Halford from Priest on lead vocals because Ozzy was sick. And man, what a performance! It's amazing.
Yeah, I bet. Dang.
Yeah, then I also have, and by the way, anyone who wants a copy of that will have to contact me personally. All right. So I also have Spanish stuff and world music. I have Irish music. I have Brazilian music, French music, Bulgarian music. And lately I've been getting more into Macedonian music. I have some really good close friends of mine from Macedonia. One of my employees is from Macedonia. She's in the next room teaching. And Macedonian music is absolutely gorgeous, very beautiful. So, you know, as I said, I listen to everything. You'll find anything in my collection except rap. I don't do rap. I absolutely hate it. I abhor it. I loathe it, and I will not listen to it because it, in my mind, it's an art form with the lowest standards of talent, and it dumbs down our culture as humans. And I'm not gonna go there.
Very cool. Well, I totally appreciate your wide range and variety because I have a similar wide range in tastes, and I get so, if you want to call it a pet peeve, but when people are stuck in genres and that's all they'll listen to, I'm like, why are you limiting yourself to the world?
Yeah, exactly. I like everything except rap, and I think my dislike of rap is pretty well justified.
Well, and that's cool. I personally like rap also, so, you know.
Well, if you won't tell anyone.
But you know, I mean, that's the beauty of music. There's so many different styles, so many different genres. I mean, you know, when people like, well, you know, and when people come down on people for like, oh, well, you listen to that, I'm like, you know what? If you don't like it, don't listen to it. But I like it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, exactly. I don't tell people what to listen to, but just in the same way that I don't appreciate people telling me that I shouldn't be listening to my Latin stuff or my Spanish stuff. You know, basically, you know, we all have freedom. I think freedom is the reason this country was invented.
Yeah, I would have to say you think? Yeah, exactly, right? So, okay, so what do you do to relax when you're not doing all this stuff? What do you got, any hobbies or other passions besides music that you like to do?
Well, I build guitars. I do a lot of woodwork with that for absolute relaxation. I have a 2-year-old daughter. I take her to the zoo, to the park, to the aquarium, to the beach, to the pool. Basically, I'm a father now, so my perspective on many things is totally different than it was several years ago. You know, I look out in a different way now, and I say fundamentally because when you're a father, when you're a parent, your life no longer belongs to you. So basically, things are different, but in a good, positive way. I don't regret anything.
Yeah, I totally hear you there too, man. I got 3, so.
Excellent.
Okay, so what sets Predator apart from, you know, we kind of touched on this, all these other, you know, wannabe metal bands and stuff out there. What sets you guys apart? Why should people listen to you?
There's a couple of things that are right off the bat very different with Predator. Every member of Predator has a music degree. Okay, every member. In other words, we know what we're doing. We really know what we're doing, okay? Secondly, our lyrics are very different because they're very much set in realism. They're not fake. We don't like some things in the world, so it gets written as is, basically, reflecting the way the world is and trying to change things. There's a new song for the 3rd album called Misery, which talks about the injustice that women go through in some other places. For example, in some of those Middle Eastern countries, with so much extremism with religion, specifically in the Muslim world, if a woman is raped unjustly by force, by, you know, with a weapon or whatever, she goes to jail because, according to their laws, a woman is not supposed to have sexual contact before marriage. Well, when there's a rape, you know, it's really something that she couldn't help. So therefore, I see it as a very unjust thing that she has to suffer in jail, and I think all these women should be liberated, which is why I wrote the song, because I don't want my little girl to grow up in a world where this happens. if I could at least start the wheels turning so they can be changed by passing laws over there, by making the world more aware of this, because I'm sure lots of people in this country don't even know that this happened.
No doubt.
So I get enraged at this kind of crap. So I want a better world for our children. So basically, which is why I wrote the song. So our stuff is rooted in reality. You know, all our songs are like that. You know, we have something to say about the important things. We're not going to waste anyone's time with, "Oh, baby, let me bang you in the bathtub," or "Let's get high, let's get high, let's get high," or Satan rules, let's drink the vomit and blood of the priest, blah, 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 like Venom used to do it back in the days. You know, and some of these bands should be arrested, you know? I mean, take a look at Kiss. Back in the 70s, they did a song called Christine 16 about an older man wanting to bang a teenage girl. Well, come on, dude. That's pedophilia.
Right.
Oh, that's absolute bullshit that he got away with stuff like that. And so, you know, we're not that kind of band. We have something important to say, where some bands are getting away with so much, and in the case of Kiss, they should have been arrested for writing that. I mean, fuck, would you like anyone, a 48-year-old man, coming after your 16-year-old girl?
No, I think I would end them.
Exactly. So that's my point. We don't waste anybody's time with ridiculous bull crap. You know, we are for real.
Very cool. And I tell you what, I cannot wait for the new album to come out so I can hear it. I truly look forward to it. So.
Me too. It's very
bring it on.
exciting for us right now. It's very exciting. We have some great, great songs for this third album.
So, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you at a show?
Basically, one time that we played, there was a band that we were opening for. They were really, really intimidated by us. They were really insecure. They were so insecure that they were bitching to the promoters about us having so many amplifiers on the stage. They were trying to control what we walked out there with, you know? They were trying to control every move we made, and so basically we didn't care. I mean, we have a lot of amplifiers because we are a very loud band. And, I mean, so they were insecure about that right off the bat. And we had numerous emails from their manager and from the promoter saying, "Oh, you guys, why are you guys taking so many amps? Is that really necessary?" Okay, that's one thing. But on the actual day of the performance, they were so insecure that they tried sabotaging the actual performance. They were, you know, they sent a girl in a cockroach outfit to distract things, and they turned off our amps in the middle of the third song.
Nice.
You know,
Not so much.
from backstage. So
Wow.
basically, it's, you know, wild stuff like that, you know, which pisses me off. You know, some people are just really insecure that they have to make other people losers to make themselves look good, you know?
Right. Did you guys give them a beat down or what?
We still outshined them. You know, it only took a few seconds to get everything back and running again, and we continued our show without a flaw. And that was that. I mean, the whole thing is that by the time they hit the stage, there was hardly anyone there, which tells me that people were there to see Predator, not them.
Right. Very
I'm
cool.
not even going to mention their name because, you know, why glorify them? Why give them a mention? And why give them free publicity?
Yep. We're not going to do it here. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, they're good. So basically, they're nameless, and they're going to die that way.
Yep. So, of the band members, when you guys are getting ready for a show, who spends the most time in front of a mirror?
None of us do. I mean, none of us do. We don't care what we look like. We're not about the hair. We're about the music. Wholeheartedly about the music. We don't do any of that stuff. No, we don't. Look, we don't even wear special stage clothing or gear or anything like that. Whatever we happen to be wearing that day, that's what we walk out on the stage with. That's what I've noticed so far. One time, right before going on the stage, I couldn't even find my shoes. I went on the stage barefoot. No one gave a shit.
Right. Right, exactly. They're here to listen to music and see you guys perform, not worry about what you're wearing.
Besides, I play better barefoot anyway.
Makes you more one with the stage, right?
Well, the thing is, I don't know if you know this about me, but we live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Here, we're a beach town. We're all beach people. I'm always barefoot. I don't even own shoes. So I'm always in either rope sandals or flip-flops. And when we rehearse, I just take them off, and I play barefoot anyway. So it was very natural for me to just walk on the stage and not have to worry about anything. You know, I just didn't know where my shoes were.
Right. That's cool. Okay, anything else you want to tell the world? Everybody's going to listen to this interview about Predator and you guys that I haven't mentioned or asked.
Predator is a very sincere band. We care about our music. We care about our people. And if we all unite, we can make this one metal world and have a lot of fun together. We have a lot of important things to say, and give us a shot. You'll like it.
Well, I totally agree with that statement, and I will continue to play you on my show and promote you on Facebook and what else to help get you guys out there so more people can know what you...
Another thing I'd like to add is that we are very, very grateful to all our fans, all our listeners. Very, very, very grateful. We really thank all of you for your support. And those of you that write us, keep those letters coming. We do answer every letter. I think they know that by now. But thank you is the main message. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being friends. Thank you for being fans. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. Thank you. Thank you a million times. Thank you.
Very, very good, dude. Well, and thank you for taking the time to talk to me today. I totally appreciate it, and I totally also appreciate all the times you stop in the chat and hang out, and just I appreciate your friendship, man. It means a lot.
It's a lot of fun, man, and it's sincere.
Yep. All right, one last thing. I got to have a couple radio tags before I let you go, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Okay, so the first one can just be a generic tag for the station. You know, you can just say, this is Damien from Predator, and you're listening to rockaddictradio.com.
All right. Hey, everyone, this is Damien Lee Thor from Predator. You're listening to rockaddictradio.com. Rip it up.
Very cool. I appreciate that. That one I will send to the other DJs. And then I got to have one for me personalized, you know. So say the same thing, but just throw in there that you're listening to DJ REM.
Hey there, this is Damien Lee Thor from Predator. You're listening to DJ REM, a cool buddy of mine. So, let it rip.
Very cool. I appreciate that a lot, man.
All right, you're welcome, dude. Thanks for everything.
Okay, well, you have a great day. I hope the rest of your day goes well, and I will talk to you again soon.
Hey, great. Thanks so much.
All right. Later, man.
Bye-bye.